Hey people, CzarThwomp here, and welcome to episode 18 of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Justice for All. Last time, we finished up our investigation of the very big circus, and we're moving on to the first trial segment. Yay! And Max is nervous, living off his cards.
Max?
Milk.
What?
If I don't have a glass of milk before I go on stage, I just can't function, sweetie.
Stage? Don't worry, there won't be a stage. All you have to do is sit down.
I guess.
Nick, Max is really nervous.
That's understandable. Hey, my sweeties! What? Come to me, my sweeties! Defend me with your sweetness! You don't think I should fly, do you? Huh? You know, you've got to make a good first impression. When I enter that room, maybe I should fly in and warm up the crowd a bit. No. We can't be having you flying around the courtroom. It just won't be right. Imagine if you hit someone.
Don't worry, Max. Just do what Nick said and everything will be okay.
Oh, sweetie. What is it this time, Max? Why don't you try flying into the courtroom? I can see it now. The dashing young lawyer flying fabulously from above. Yeah, and I can just picture it now. Franziska just swatting Phoenix out of the air with her whip. One glimpse of that, and everyone in the room will be on your side.
Max, really, no one needs to fly today. Nick, what's with that look in your eyes?
I like the sound of that. Dashing young lawyer flying fabulously. It would help me evade the whiplashes. And now the case of... What? Your Honor, get on with it! Oh, sorry, I just realized that the defendant's name is Billy Bob Jones. So? Well, isn't the defendant also known as Maximilian Galactica? Yes, Your Honor, he does often go by that name. You know, my grandchild is a huge fan of his. I think everyone here wouldn't mind if we call the defendant Maximilian Galactica. It sounds more friendly. I wonder if that is to our advantage. Miss Von Karma, your opening statement, if you please. I hope you didn't bother thinking you'd win this one, Mr. Phoenix Wright. That spirit channeling trial was a sham. I refuse to acknowledge its legitimacy. It did not count. Do you hear me? She must still be upset about what happened last time. You have no chance. Zero, zilch, nada. I'm not losing this case. Why, you ask? Because it is not in the nature of Von Karma to lose at anything. Except the Phoenix about a year ago. And to get penalties. And for you to lose that case 6 months ago.
I guess being born with the name Von Karma is we possibly arrogant and annoying.
Well, to be fair, that was a hard-fought status. Manfred, he paved the way with 40 years of arrogance. Watch and learn, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'll show you the textbook procedure for proving how absolutely guilty you are. Me? Guilty? What are you talking about? It will be my ultimate revenge.
Her dad is gone, you know.
The prosecution is finished. Let's hurry up and wrap up this waste of time. You may call your first witness, Mrs. Von Karma. Detective Dick Gumshoe, get up here, now! You'd think that Franziska would be less eager to get Gumshoe. I mean, considering that he pretty much caused her last case to crash and burn, as well as her father's final case to crash and burn, as well as Edward's last case before he lost his record to crash and burn. Literally, Gumshoe, in a sense, is single-handedly taking down the entire Von Karma family. Sorry to keep you from your work, as I'm sure you need every penny you can earn, Detective. Don't mention it! It's no problem at all! I've been looking forward to this! I'm gonna screw you over so badly! Think you could take Mr. Edgeworth's place, do you? Very well. I would like you to begin by shedding light on the events in question. At your service, sir! Alright, Detective, you may proceed with your testimony. Details of the events. The night of the crime! Snow was falling until 9:40 p.m., making it extremely cold out. All the circus performers gathered in the big top to practice their routines. The practice session broke up around 10 p.m. The murder itself took place in the plaza in front of the lodging house at 10:15 p.m. The victim was found bent over a wooden box dead as a doornail. The cause of death was blunt force trauma that snapped the vertebrae in his neck. I see. He was beaten to death. Here's the autopsy report for the victim. The court accepts this into evidence. A blunt object. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Come on, press. Let me ask you about the snow. It was nearly a blizzard up until the time of the crime. Did it pile up? It wasn't such a big deal. Maybe about 1.5 inches was on the ground. The snow froze in place and stayed on the ground until the next day. The snow. Let me see. There's gotta be more to this.
What's the matter, Nick?
I need to take a look at the court record. Mr. Gumshoe, what was the members of the circus doing on the night of the crime? Alright. Okay. I think you're gonna have to present there, but I'm gonna present everything for Gumshoe, because typically with Gumshoe, it's just you gotta present everything. When you say all the circus performers, who do you mean? Everyone but the dancers and the staff were there. Regina and the animal damer, Mo the clown, Ben the ventriloquist, and of course the defendant, Maximilian Galactica, and his victim, the ringmaster. Oh, I almost forgot! Regina the tiger was there as well! Out of curiosity, what about the circus monkey? When I was investigating yesterday, he happened to snatch my wristwatch. Detective, you are welcome to file a police report after these proceedings. Yeah, Gumshoe's watch was stolen. Yeah, that was the watch we came across yesterday. That we came across in the last episode. After practice was over, where did everyone head off to? Regina was playing with Regina, while Mo went back to his room tired from work. Ben the ventriloquist went to the front gate, absorbed in his own world. The ringmaster and Max went off to the ringmaster's room to talk privately. Talk privately, huh? That's awfully suspicious. You wouldn't happen to know what they were talking about, would you? It seems they were negotiating Max's salary. Actually, Max was asking for Regina's hand in marriage. I'd like you to be a bit more specific about the events at 10:15. Okay, no problem, pal. We've got a witness that told us that the whole thing went down. Oh! This is totally meaningless. Time to move on. Alright, we'll just have to revisit that testimony later. Detective Gumshoe, would you mind telling us how the victim met his end? Okay. A wooden box. That's right! The victim must have been carrying the wooden box when he was killed. Carrying the box, huh? It was a rather strange wooden box, Your Honor. What do you mean? Well, it wasn't much heavier than it looked. Not to mention it was locked. Locked, you say? This may be my only chance, so I might as well ask some questions. About the wooden box itself. This wooden box, you figure it weighs about 20 pounds, right? Oh, no, we have to ask about the contents, sorry. Sorry. Sounds about right, the whole thing is lined with iron. Iron plating? What do you think it's lined with iron? I figure they just did it to make the box heavier. Oh! I think we could all do without your guesses, detective. Stick to what little you actually know. Sorry, suffice to say, the box is really heavy. Much better. You may continue on, detective. Okay. Come on. About the contents, because there's going to be pepper in the box. Do you mind telling us what was inside that box? Well, when we found the box, it was locked higher than Fort Knox. So we took it back to the station and cracked it open. All that was inside was this little bottle. Bottle? What is that, detective? Exactly what it looks like, Your Honor. It's a condiment bottle. What's inside the bottle? It's filled with pepper. Pepper? Why in the world was it locked in that big box? There was only one little bottle in that huge box?
I wonder if that has some sort of special meaning.
Small seasoning bottle added to the court record. According to the autopsy report, the murder weapon was a blunt object, correct?
You've done your homework, pal.
And you haven't found this murder weapon, have you? The police are searching for it as we speak.
My theory is that it was something the perpetrator ran off with.
You would think so, especially since you didn't find it on the scene.
No, I bet he made it disappear with magic. Ho, ho, ho!
Well, I think we have a good feel for the details of the events now. I guess that's all we're gonna get out of Gumshoe in this case.
You mean all we're gonna get out of him is that little bottle of pepper?
Now that we have wrapped up with the detective, I'd like to call my next witness.
I'm not even off the stand yet.
Obviously, but that's due to you being slow and unable to take a hint.
I don't know, but wrapped up has such a mean sound to it. I'm a sensitive guy. You gotta be mean to me with nuance like Mr. Edgeworth. Now that's a guy who can crush your spirit with class and elegance.
Thank you very much, Detective Gumshoe. You may step down. Miss Von Karma, call your next witness. I would like to call Mr. Benjamin Woodman to the stand. She must be talking about Ben the ventriloquist.
I wonder if Trilo will show up on the stand as well.
Yes, and Holiday attorney did some domestic abuse case. Please state your name and occupation for the record.
My full name is Ventriloquist. I am employed as an opera tenor.
Excuse me? The witness called for the stand was one Benjamin Woodman, ventriloquist.
That role must be coming out of your circulation. I said that I was a singer. Maybe you don't believe me. Fine, I'll grace you with a song. Ahem, me. I like big butts and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny. When a it walks in with an itty-bitty waist and I don't know the rest of the lyrics. The world of law, exciting and daring, guilt or innocence. There's only one thing I'm caring, and that is if you could blow my sack. Come on, baby, blow my sack. Deceived by a judge just like a woman. Well, what do you think? It had a good rhythm.
It's just the lyrics. They leave something to be desired, so to speak. Trilo, you know better than to insult the judge. I'm not going back to prison, Trilo. I can't go back there.
Shut up! Just look at your nose. You would think you'd have the sense to fix it. It's so ugly I want to punch you in the face on the off chance the swelling would help. You know that your nose is the reason you'll never be an A-list star. Celebrities must really enjoy saying everything that flies into their minds.
What's going on here? Order! I demand to know who the witness is. Don't worry about me, sir. I'll let Trilo handle this. I'm not worried about you one bit. I'm worried about getting testimony in my court. Oh! You won't be getting anywhere trying to figure out this witness. Now let's proceed. What you witnessed?
Once practice was over, I left the tent with the stooge, clown. Once we got to the lodging house, I ditched him and went over to the plaza. That was when I saw Max heading towards the scene of the crime. He was the only one heading that way. How could that punk not be the killer? Then the police showed up and took Magic Boy away.
You saw Maximilian Galactica heading towards the scene. You're sure of that?
Without a doubt, he had his silk hat, cloak, and the dumb white roses on his chest. How can you mistake someone with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high?
That's enough. I think we all get the picture. Just one thing. You said you ditched the clown?
That's right, dress boy.
Well, since you weren't with him, couldn't that mean the clown committed the crime? He's got a point. What a sham. It was a nice theory, but the clown can't be the criminal. What's that? Here's absolute proof. Silk hat? This was found at the scene of the crime. It belonged to the defendant. Without question, he was wearing his signature hat during practice. If the clown was the murderer, there would have been no reason for this hat to be at the scene. Well done, Miss Von Karma. Your prosecutorial skills are unrivaled. Well done. Thank you for stating the obvious. Mr. Phoenix Wright, what do you have to say? Okay, I guess she's the boss again today. Okay, now we have to press him on this statement. Are you sure it was really Max Galactica?
Of course I'm sure. How could you mistake someone wearing such a snobby three-piece getup?
Snobby three-piece getup?
Get the wax out of your ears, lawyers nowadays. You're all talking to a brick wall. Max's three-piece getup. Jeez, could you be any more dense? All together now.
Silk hat, cloak, white roses.
Thank you. Nick, I think you should put a little more effort into preparing your questions.
Okay, we have, basically, he's gonna say good evening and then we present the bottle. You saw Max and only Max, right, Trilo?
That's right, and it makes him the killer. There was only one presenting that way that night.
That makes quite a bit of sense and makes Max one suspicious character. There's more to this story than meets the eye. One thing I'm missing this. Well, we have the ringmaster. That's a bit strange, don't you think?
What's strange?
That you only saw Max. Doesn't it seem like you should have seen someone else there as well? Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Who else do you suppose this witness could have seen? Well, for one thing, the ringmaster. That's the victim. That's correct. If Trilo was at the entrance to the plaza, he should have seen the ringmaster as well. Ah! Obviously, the ringmaster arrived at the scene of the crime before the witness could have seen him. Anyone with sense could have figured that one out. What are you talking about? The ringmaster and Max went together to the ringmaster's room. Is that, according to the defendants, a likely story? If Maximilian Galactico was supposed to be in the ringmaster's room, why was he, just as the witness said, at the scene of the crime? Ah! I see. It seems that at this stage, I have no doubt to his witness's testimony. And there are clearly no conclusive contradictions. He's right. A brilliant judgment, Your Honor. Now, let's move on with this testimony.
Trilo wouldn't happen to have an ulterior motive for including Max, would he?
Well, Max is part of that bitter love triangle with Regina. Yeah, his Bermuda love triangle, which is probably why Max clonked him over the head.
Nick, was it Ben the one who got knocked over the head?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know anymore. Okay. The clown? You're talking about Mo?
Of course I'm talking about Hellfire. He's so pathetic I can't stand him. Just a little bit of exercise and his makeup is running all over the place. Once practice was over, he was 9/10 of the way to keeling over good.
Poor guy.
We didn't have any choice, so Ben took him back to his room. When it comes to being the first place loser, that guy's ahead of the pack.
Then what happened? What did you do then?
I went over to the plaza to do some thinking.
It was awfully cold out that night, especially with all that snow around. Wouldn't thinking in your nice warm lodging house have been a better idea? Mr. Phoenix Wright, I think you should leave the thinking to the witness. But I'm a good thunker, at least my teachers always said I was. Around what time did the police arrive at the scene?
I suppose that would have been around. Hey, what time was it?
Huh? I think it was around a bit after 10:30 p.m. I think. Practice at 10 p.m. So you hung around the lodging house this entire time. I guess that sounds about right. Wasn't it awfully cold? I can't believe you just stand outside in that weather. Well, the truth is,
Will you shut up, you big-nosed dope? Why are you telling him everything extra? Why can't you believe that we just stand outside in that weather?
well, maybe you were waiting for someone.
What? Who said we were waiting for someone? Bye, balls!
Mr. Phoenix Wright, we can all do without your offhanded theories. But this witness, he's cracking up into the personal ray. I'm on to something. Mr. Wright, who do you suppose the witness was waiting for out in the cold that night? Well, if he was waiting outside in the cold, it was for one person. And one person only. He was waiting for the animal tamer, Regina.
What?
You were waiting outside for Regina to come back to the lodging house. Am I mistaken? Is this true? Well, you can't really ask me that question.
Who cares who I was waiting for that night? What's important is what I saw. Don't you forget it.
Well, well, well. That puppet may be a bit stiff, but he's right. Eh? Alright. There is obviously a reason why this witness was there that night. He spent all that time waiting for Regina to arrive. Moreover, even if someone else would have walked right in front of him, I doubt he would have paid him a second thought. Ah! That makes perfect sense. What did you just say? Did you just say perfect? That is a von Karma word. The witness saw the defendant at the scene of the crime. However, he did not see the victim on the way to his eventual demise. If you accept that, then you must accept that there's highly likely that he could have missed someone else other than Max heading to the— Ow! There's absolutely no proof that the witness was waiting for the animal tamer.
I guess you got me. Alright. I'll spill the beans for real this time. It's true, I was waiting for Regina.
Bane! Don't volunteer things! Mr. Quist, tell us the truth this time, and I mean the whole truth. Were you or were you not waiting for Regina at the entrance to the lodging house?
I was waiting to propose to her!
You were what? Wait to propose? Oh no, I'm going back to jail, aren't I?
What's the matter? You think the humans have a monopoly on marriage? You're puppet phobic!
That matter of puppet marriage is not under review in this case. It's the fact that a 31-year-old man's going after a 16-year-old girl! You're twice her age!
You're the judge! I mean, look at your horrible outfit!
More pain! Thanks to your bumbling, my perfect plan is not so perfect anymore! Now we have to waste time getting to the bottom of some silly proposal by a puppet! About the proposal.
Don't be so surprised that I was going to propose to Regina. I even had something to give to her. I kept it in my pocket waiting for the chance to propose and give it to her. Of course, I also had it in my pocket that night. It was a present for her, and CzarThwomp has to cough. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I still got it in my pocket.
You were going to propose. You a puppet.
Don't be so enthused. Just because I'm a puppet doesn't mean I can't love.
I guess you're right. Just because I'm old doesn't mean I couldn't propose to her too.
Exactly.
She's a 16-year-old girl! Doesn't anyone find this strange? His honor is looking a little less than honorable right now. Amen to that, Phoenix. Okay, Mr. Wright. Please continue with your examination.
Oh, did you hear that? His eyes seemed a little wistful.
Okay, I think we have to present this. So you went to the lodging house to give it to her?
That's right! I tried to give it to her during practice so many times, but I lost count, but that uppity snob kept getting in my way!
Uppity snob? He couldn't be possibly talking about me. Uppity snob? He couldn't possibly be talking about me! Maximilian Galactica! When I get a hold of him, I'm gonna saw his wood block in half, and not with magic! Wow, they always say that love creates rivalries. So what about this present? Yeah, I wanted to just present that, but... Well! Yeah, talk about basically... Oh, you know the present is the ring. You know it is the ring. It's obviously the ring. And it's like, oh, your logic's not good, Mr. Wright. You suffer now! I'm just gonna press everything. Frankly, I don't want to do it. I want to keep my Trilo lines to as few as possible because just the voice is a pain. That's why Trilo only appears in this case. What was it exactly that you plan on giving her?
You know exactly what I was going to give to her, numbskull. The only thing I could find that could match Regina's beauty.
Answer his question. What was it?
You're gonna die when you hear this. It's an engagement ring.
An engagement ring? Wow, those two nearly fell out of their chairs. Mr. Phoenix Wright's joke has gone too far! Franziska, she's like, you know what? Maybe my revenge isn't worth it! Time for this to end right here. Franziska's whip looks like it's about to lash out almost anything. One hit from that thing will probably shut someone up for a long time. Pain equals bad. Push on anyway. It may be something of a joke, but this is a historical moment. The first time that puppet has ever proposed to a human being. Ow! I advise you cut this argument short. I'm going to have to agree with the defense here. Will the witness please revise their testimony? Specifically about the engagement ring. I'd like to stick to facts, not just something I did. CzarThwomp didn't bother read.
You sure do enjoy explaining the details, especially for a man in a black bathrobe.
An engagement ring?
Uh-huh, it's actually a diamond-shaped stone cut from glass. Even more brilliant than the real thing. I think Regina's gonna love it. We bought it for 9 cents.
It's just a ring.
What's the matter, Nick?
Well, there's gotta be something I can catch him on. I see everything. Whose pocket was the ring in?
Mine, of course. What a stupid question. You've got to be kidding me. You think Ben to pull it off?
I'm so sorry, really.
You don't have to apologize for that. He's the one who should be apologizing, you idiot.
Really? So you went to the lodge house to give it to her?
That's right. I tried to give it to her during...
Oh, yeah. Oh, right, yes. Sorry, we already went through that one. You lose track so many times. But that is a good bit. Okay, now, I think I'm just going to press this one just to be on the safe side, because I know we have to present the ring. So you're still thinking of giving it to Regina?
Of course I am. I spent 3 months salary on this thing. I'm not going to give it up that easily. I wonder how much he received while appearing in the circus.
Probably way more than he deserves.
How about Nick?
I think it's about time to unwrap this toy's testimony.
That's the spirit, Nick. Give him heck.
Uh-oh, the judge has that day's looking at. Maybe he should get out more. The judge, he's just stunned because of what's happening. Yes, now! Because we can't just guess. We can't put 2 and 2 together. Phoenix does not have logic. He's not Edgeworth, so you have to present the ring now. Trilo, do you mind if I show you something? In the next episode, we'll show it to him. Anyways, I really appreciate you going to watch this episode. You're a great viewer, and I hope you come back for the next one. If you like the video, like, subscribe, comment, share, do whatever you want. And with that, I'll see you later. Bye.